These kind of radical racist bigotry that these organizations espouse.
Okay, it's nice to hear the Attorney General there, because Eric Holder is on the TV circuit, on the radio circuit, sitting there and saying, if it was me, I would have done this. Yeah, come on. It's just like Monday morning quarterbacking. It's just not necessary, but they will, again, be so quick to judge him on every single word. Again, as to make it out as if he is directly responsible for all of this. He had put this together. He orchestrated this. He knew it was going to happen. I mean, does that not sound ridiculous? Well, it is ridiculous. So the former KKK leader, I tremble when I say this word. It's just the hate what this group stands for. And what I understand why people are so angry and upset about this group. I just don't understand here in the year 2017 how you could have a group still assembled and believing in the hatred of the KKK. But they're Nazis. There are white supremacists. They're real. I don't know anybody. I don't believe met anybody that believes in these very things, but it would definitely not set well. It'd give me a sour stomach, and I'd just be repulsed, unbelievably repulsed to be around anybody, because killing people is certainly not the answer, and doing these horrible things to people that our country, we were thinking were moving away, but again, like Franklin Graham said, it's men's hearts. There's definitely a devil that is alive and well, and people, they lean towards that for whatever reason. So former Ku Klux Klan leader, Louisiana State Representative David Duke, he appeared in Charlottesville on Saturday for the Unite Right. He was there, Unite Right rally, which turned violent. He was there. This represents a turning point for the people of this country. This is him. This is what he says. We are determined to take our country back. We are going to fulfill the promises of Donald Trump. So here it is, because David Duke is saying these things. Because he's saying these things. That he's fulfilling Donald Trump's promises if he's the right-hand guy of Donald Trump. So the left, they hear these things and say, oh, David Duke and Donald Trump, they must be pals. They must be besties. They fulfill the promises to take our country back. We've been talking about for some time taking our country back, but we have never, ever, ever alluded to the fact that we have to stand up against any type of group of individual for their race, their religion. None of those things ever came out of my mouth, or any talk show or radio show or columnist that I read or subscribe to has those feelings. Taking our country back did not mean what happened in Charlottesville. So that is got to be denounced, and very harshly. Now, it'll be nice to hear another speech from the president, but I think he certainly allowed people to hear that he was not supportive of what was happening, obviously. Who would be in their right mind? This is just horrible. David Duke's all over social media. Poor David Duke. He says, I would recommend you take a good look in the mirror and remember it was white Americans who put you in the presidency, not radical leftists. David Duke, that might be true, but what you did or what you supported has no place in America. No place. There's no justification of what you did. And that should be denounced by any God-fearing, American-loving citizen. out there. They're going to want to play the blame game and be accusatory instead of trying to bring people together and unite people. Now, I do believe this. I do believe that the president, unlike President Barack Hussein Obama, can be more of a uniter and to bring people together in this time, and I believe that there's still time to be able to give a message that will heal hearts, because that's what needs to take place now. Now, there's other protests that are scheduled throughout the country. There's going to be more fire-ups of this. Now, remember, we have the First Amendment speak. We can speak, the right to speak and assemble. We can do these things here in America. That is not anti-American. It's when it gets violent. And unfortunately, that's what happened when we get this young man from Ohio. Something gets in his mind and twisted. We find out that this guy is definitely a bigot, full of hatred. And we saw the face of hatred this weekend in Charlottesville. It is very troublesome to see this happen here. But folks, there are people that live amongst us that have these feelings, these emotions. And a lot of them are given some pretty bad information as to what the problem is, because everybody's trying to throw at somebody else to say this is the reason why our country's in such a disarray. It's because of this person or that person. Now, the left definitely does things that I do not like. They say things that I hate and makes me insanely crazy. And there is fake news that's propagated and exaggerated. But I don't wish any leftist on the media for a car to run into him to kill him, for somebody to set fire to their house or to their person, or to damage their property at all. Agree to disagree. Now, when it comes to white nationalists, white supremacists, racists in general, Nazis, and all of these things, I don't have any respect for you. I have none. Zero. That's not the America that was founded. It's not what our founding fathers believed. Folks, we live in times where America is changing. And we have to embrace others that come in from other countries. They're no less American than you or me. None less. There are people that take advantage of America. Yes, they do. But folks, that's no way to treat anyone that comes to this country looking for freedom to express themselves. Find the American dream. Here at For the People, we condemn the hatred and the bigotry that happened in Charlottesville. We'll be back with more For the People right after this. Don't go anywhere.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Women Aware Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Common Sense. It comes to you live each day right here. We appreciate you tuning in. ForThePeopleShow.com is our website. We're listener supported, so if you'd like to become a subscriber, very easy to do on our front page. You can become a subscriber or make a one-time donation if you like the broadcast. You know, people say, Keith, shake it up. We like the politics. There's so many news stories, very interesting stories, and you make it very interesting to listen to. Well, I appreciate that. There are some things that are what we would deem to be questionable items, and kind of trying to weave through some of these is kind of unique. But I'd like to say that there's a little teaching moment here. So if you have young ears, you might want to turn it down just a little bit, or sensitive ears, you might just turn it off. Yeah, I said turn it off for a second. This is shocking because what people do when they're traveling with iPhones and with iPads and computers, this is a new thing here, and it's kind of a consumer alert here at For the People, and it's you need to be aware of this. There's something called airdropping. Basically what it is that you can share from one device to the next, and it's done through the air, okay? It's, you know, through Wi-Fi, etc. There's this iPhone craze taking place very frequently on subways and buses and transportation across the country with people really close to you. It's not the latest Candy Crush update, by the way. New York women have discovered that creepy men, okay, are using the iPhone AirDrop app to send them photos of their privates while on the same train or on the bus. I wish I was kidding about this, but I'm not. Now, mass transit authorities is saying they're letting people know and let people be aware